The StepUp is your go-to board when there's a bit more power in the waves. To achieve this, we've created a bit more tail lift to hold in a barreling wave. We've kept the entry the same so it still paddles really good. Also, we've slightly narrowed the nose and the tail, giving the board more curve in the central part of the board, which is great for pivoting in a sucky barreling wave with more power. With the StepUp, obviously you're riding in bigger waves, so we're going to go up in length. We recommend 2 inches, but all that is depending on what size of wave you're going to be surfing. You ride the same width as the Thickness wise, you can go up a 1/16 to an 1/8 for that extra paddle power. This increases volume in the central part of the board when you're paddling. With the rail, with the StepUp, we've used a sort of lower tapered rail. This creates the same rail on your with going 1/16 to 1/8 thicker in the center. With the StepUp, we've kept the same sort of flat central rocker as the We've increased the tail rocker by about 1/4 inch just for a bit more lift, and it fits better in the hollow barreling curvature of a bigger wave. Entry rocker is very similar to the This helps with paddling. With the outline of the StepUp, we've gone a little bit narrower in the tail. This helps when holding in the curvature of the wave. We've narrowed the nose just slightly, just to give the board more curve in the central part of the board. With the thickness flow of the StepUp, it's a nice tapered rail in the center. Goes even thinner through the back end to hold in a barreling wave. Up the front end, it's quite thin in that front end, but it is a quite domed deck. This holds volume in the central part of the board when you're paddling. With the rail on the StepUp, even though you've gone thicker in the center, 1/16 to 1/8, the rail should feel very similar to your The reason for doing this is for paddling. It's always great to paddle harder in bigger waves, so we've created more volume in the chest area when paddling. The reason for lowering the rail is it gives you more bite in a fast hollow wave. With the StepUp, we've kept the concave very similar to the but decreased the concave. This helps with speed. In bigger waves, you want hold. You don't want to increase the speed, you want the board to hold. So again, we've gone single through the front, slight double through the fins, with a shallow V off the tail. This all helps control speed. We recommend a round pin. Also with the round pin, we put in the 5-fin setup. So when the waves are barreling, you've got the quad option, or if they're not barreling but still solid, you can ride as a thruster.